I have been on Twitter a lot these past days. And it all started with
What's up, y'all?
Asmongold.
It's me, it's your boy Asmongold.
So Asmongold, he was on the great Twitter app. And what he saw on said great Twitter app was 35% of women hate men. And it has sparked an old, very dear topic of mine. And I have been yapping and yapping and yapping because I've been bedridden. At least I've been entertained. I've been very entertained.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
You know what? I've been so fucking entertained. It's crazy. I've been called a grifter. I've been called a whore. It's so fucking funny. It's like, God forbid you love men. Okay, but it is time. It is time. We have been yapping and yapping and yapping for far too long. I want to show you guys some tweets. Boom! I just have to say, funny thing is that these are the same people who will say you shouldn't hate other races and then hates men. Especially if they're white for no reason. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what I have so much fucking problems with. Like, it's actually unreal. Like, this shit, just, like, if people really think that more hatred is the solution to hatred, like, it's just not gonna work. This e-beggar owns a fucking horse. Don't think she needs our money to exist. Damn, e-beggar is a new word for me. I mean, like, they are also, like, inventing words because they can't. Like, these motherfuckers can't come up with a good insult, so they have to invent words. It is actually crazy. Okay, so this is something that it means so much to me, and I really wanted to talk more like thoroughly about it because I have had quite a rough time growing up and I've always only had male friends. I have luckily healed now. I have more female friends than I have ever had in my entire life, and most of them are IRL. But because of my life experiences, I have come across... I used to be in like the biggest fucking incel communities. I have been called every name under the sun. I've been abused. I've been like, yeah, you name it. You name it. I've been treated like shit by men. But I've also been treated really well. I've had so many good men around me. But my point here is that I've seen the struggles of men. I've seen them firsthand. And if we want to talk about systematic oppression of men, we need to talk about the school system. I have seen so many studies. They might have other studies that show other things. I don't know. But the studies I've seen show that men have a harder time sitting still in a classroom, while females excel. Like girls, they excel in such an environment. There, of course, are outliers to it. Like, you have extremes on both sides. But that is like one of the first things that make it worse for men. And then when men grow up and they are teens, they have their sexuality, of course, but they get told, you should hate yourself. You have done so many bad things because you are a man. You are a white man. You have done all this horrible shit. And then you have the court systems who will, without question nearly, take the children away from the man, have the woman gain half or even more of everything said man owns. The woman is so much more likely to have the kids like in her custody, and they wonder why men kill themselves more often than women. And then they think it's okay. They think it's fucking okay. They think we don't have a problem. So sad to me. And I have been caring so much about this topic because of my upbringing. And I will keep talking about it. I will never stop. But yeah, this shit is why more people don't speak up. I genuinely mean what I say. The reason I believe it's so important to have these conversations is that I've been in really bad communities growing up. I never really had female friends, and because of this, I've seen what men go through. In my time on the internet, I have prevented 5 men from committing. I have talked to 18, 25-year-olds who believe their life is worth it before it even begins. Like, so many guys will be like, oh, I've never had a girlfriend. I have never had my cock wet. Oh, I'm 16, by the way. Yeah, you're not necessarily supposed to have had your dick wet. You're supposed to work on yourself. You're supposed to experience things, and like everything else is just gonna come. Like, what I always tell them is, you will peak in your 40s. Don't worry about it. I've watched a lot of studies on psychology and on like social studies, so I'm like very, very well versed in this topic because it's something that I've always cared a lot about. I've been watching social studies about gender differences, how the school systems favor women, the impact of systematic hatred towards men. I've seen the statistics play out firsthand. You see it every day on Twitter. I hate men! I hate men! Men rapist! Men bad! Hate all white men! I hate all white men! The new study is showing that 35% of women under 25 hate men. How? What the fuck? And then, it's funny. It's funny. You know how men peak in their 40s? Women peak in their 20s. Early 20s is where's that for women? Good luck in life, is all I'm gonna say. Have you considered freezing your eggs? Like, I don't know. I'm a woman who is proud of my feminine figure. I am very proud of my feminine figures. I love my basu guys. They are very nice. And I have worked very hard for my glutes in the gym. Am I contributing to the gooning problem? Yeah, I think that's probably very safe to say that I am. Sorry, not sorry. I stand for both women and men to have rights. I don't think the answer is to go full fucking Islam on us and have women cover up, and you just make more problems with it. And these like stupid people like never speak about like Islam, like the Islamic oppression of women. Like they will never speak about it. And okay, now we're getting to the juicy shit. And then bitches pretending to care about men's mental health for more cocks clicks. This is genuinely more evil than just saying you hate men. I'm crying. So here's the fucking gotcha. I'm gonna start saying I love men every time I see someone's post stupid shit like this. And she posted, I'm gonna start saying not all men when someone says something positive about a man. 88K! And I am grifting for clicks by being loving, by the way. I could say I hate them and get 88K. But do they not see why using that same logic for one side is hypocritical? Like, they cannot form a fucking sentient thought. They can't comprehend that they are being hypocritical. They have the lowest metacognition I have ever seen in my life. I literally don't care. Men do horrible things all the time. The men who don't do horrible shit aren't the ones who get offended by the all men statements. Anyone who gets defensive is most likely guilty of something. Okay, so if you use that exact same logic and replaced all men with all black people, you'd be okay with that, right? Right? You just want an excuse to be racist. I just can't with these women. And I can't with these men who are okay with it as well. Yeah, my leftist friends do not see me as a woman, like human for sure. One thing though, like that maybe does skew this a bit differently. Women have higher neuroticism. Like, so we feel negative emotion more often. Like, and this is very well studied. So women feel negative emotion more often, so we are more inclined to have negative emotions. But normally it does stable out. But the thing is, when men feel negative emotion, it has gone very far. Like, because we, like, our cognitions are different and our biologies are different. Hate incels, but in reality we should hate the femcells. But it, like, to be fair, femcells don't really exist because women get fucked no matter what. But honestly, this isn't that horrible. Like, if you consider, like, if you take into consideration, like, of course, hatred isn't good. But the women who are in their, like, late 30s, they are dealing with the guys who are trying to rape them, for example. They are dealing with the guys who are trying to drug them. I can understand them for not having the most positive view. It's like some women, if they have had an experience like this, if they are not very in tune with what they like think and like what has happened, and maybe they haven't had a father, like let's say they haven't had a strong father figure, so like the men that they see are the ones they see on the dating apps who are just trying to like fuck them because they don't actually go for like strong connections with them. Like I can understand it. Like I can understand why some women feel this way. Let me just say it like that. I don't agree with it, but I can understand why. Women are indoctrinated into like hating men. This just goes to show that having an education doesn't necessarily make you fucking intelligent. Female graduates outpace males in higher education across the US and many OECD countries, with women earning roughly 58 to 59 of bachelor's degrees and holding higher 6-year completion rates, approx 67 versus 61 for males. This trend holds true across almost all racial and ethnic groups, with the gender gap in college completion having favored women for decades. I mean, honestly, things are stacked against us as women. We have to deal with periods, but we have to still work as hard as a man. We have to work the same hours as a man while not having the biology to. Yay! Yippee! Amazing! Thank you, man! Thank you for freeing us! Yay! I feel so freed! In my opinion, a problem we have because a lot of people are raised by single mothers. They don't have a father figure to like show them how a man should act. And that in turn turns into they are more vulnerable. Like predators will always go for the weakest link. They always go for the one who doesn't have a strong support system. And how do you not have a strong support system? Oh yeah, by not having, for example, a father. Like, I'm not saying that it's the woman's fault for being a single mother. There can be so many reasons for that. But I think it's a societal issue. I think society should be a lot better at preventing that. We should, like, we really should find a way to make parents stay together. There's a reason why the, like, meme about, like, fatherless behavior and women causes OnlyFans. And it's true, like, it's true, like, I bet if they did studies on it, it would show. And, like, you are also, like, you are a lot more susceptible to people taking advantage of you if you're not taught boundaries. And normally, a father would be the one who teaches you boundaries. Wait, I wanna see that. Growing ideological divide between men and women in South Korea. US, Germany, and UK. A wide ideology gap is opening up between young men and women in countries across the world. Liberal minus conservative. Holy shit! It's South Korea men based? And like the men are like, I'm chilling. A woman in the UK who freaked you. It's funny. You know what we should do? so we should send the UK woman to South Korea. And then the South Korean woman to the UK. And that way we have leveled it out. Except you have the extremes versus the extremes. And then we will see how long they keep hating men. The social study of the fucking century, bro. The South Korean men would not want them. They would really not. But how is the UK woman? I mean, okay, so like, but it doesn't make any sense. So like, because normally the liberals are very pro-immigration. So it's like, it doesn't, like, okay, so like with the rape statistics that come with the immigration, like I can kind of understand women being like, no, we don't like this. But I've also come to understand like one thing, like when it comes to liberalism and conservatism, like a very religious Muslim is considered conservative. I could be considered relatively liberal, but I also hold like conservative views. Just I don't really know how it all makes sense, like, because it kind of doesn't. Yeah, because I feel like the fucking conservative women are the one, like the women in pink, for example, in the UK.
We've got our own scumbags, our own predators, and our own sex pests. We do not need to bring in more every day.
Meet the Pink Ladies, a new face of Britain's growing anti-immigration movement. This is not racism, they say, and they're not the far right. But a lot of what we heard sounded an awful lot like the far right's narrative.
I need to get the army involved. We're being invaded.
Who are advocating against like remigration because of the rape statistics and because of not feeling safe. I feel like they most of the time hold conservative views. But like conservatism is like viewed as like oppressing women. But I think like what's gonna happen is that whenever in politics, you will always have the pendulum swing. So it will swing to one side or the other. And you, like, it doesn't just swing a little bit to the other side. No, it goes full force and then we end up with World War II. Because that's what happened. It's like, I don't know, like, it's so sad. I really wish that humans were more, like, capable of seeing nuance. Like, without, like, actually training themselves in therapy for it. The immigration got so bad that it's starting to change the averages for men. Of course, the immigrants will prefer women who are pro-immigration, and there's so many of them that's changing the average. Yeah, let's import a shit ton of military-aged men into our country. Hell yeah! And these military-aged men should not have any of the same cultural values as we have been fighting for years. In a perfect world, we would live in egalitarianism. Like, we would have equality of opportunity, not equality of outcome. And that's another thing, like and then we're going on to the conversation of communism, which is basically like, I feel like a lot of liberals are pushing for, which is basically like equality of outcome. If you want equality of outcome, my hard work is the same as your hard work, even if I put in 10 minutes of work and you put in 10 hours. Hell yeah, let's go, right? That sounds so fair. But check the insane chart manipulation in the first one. They made -20 for men look extreme and +30 for women to look mild. Wait! Ah, fucking bitches, man. What the fuck? I didn't even notice. That's so disgusting! Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, be sure to leave it a like and subscribe to my YouTube. You can also find me on all my other socials. They will be linked in the description. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!